This is Australia's smartest show.
I did year 11 twice.
American Australia.
Joined this afternoon by Chris Taylor. Very shortly we'll have a movie review of the film The Notebook. Force myself to watch it. If you've ever got a suggestion for a film review, just hit us up on our Facebook page or go to @MERIC&AUS on Twitter. Chris, of course, tomorrow's third Test match against New Zealand at the Adelaide Oval is significant for several reasons. It'll be the first ever day-night Test match.
Yeah.
The ball will be pink, and there'll also be a special tribute to Phillip Hughes, 1 year since his tragic passing. And joining us now, former Australian fast bowler Rhyn Harris joins us in preparation for the game tomorrow. Rhyn, thanks very much for your time.
No worries, boys.
Mate, first of all, how will tomorrow's game affect the players, with obviously the tributes to Phillip Hughes?
Oh, look, I think, yeah, it's obviously, it brings up all the, I guess, the bad memories, especially for, I guess, the couple that were on the field that day when obviously Phillip got hit. But look, it's going to be an emotional day. It has been the last couple of days. I've spoken to a couple of guys over the last, 3 or 4 days leading into it. It's very emotional for them. So, look, I know that they're keen to get out and just play some really good cricket, obviously with him close to the front of their mind, I guess.
Rhyn, does it feel like a year to you? I was just, when Merrick mentioned it to me just at the start of this break, I got, geez, it had been a year already.
Yeah.
It feels like only yesterday still. How does it feel for people in the game?
Yeah, very similar. It's just flown through, and you sort of, when it was coming up, obviously, over the last few weeks, and it was spoken about it being a year, you just sort of have to think for a minute and realise that it has been, it's actually, just flown through. So I know the boys, they've never forgotten it. They're never going to forget about it. But, it's been a tough year, I guess. Yep. Each individual has dealt with it, I guess, in their own way. But, look, it's going to be challenging tomorrow, this whole next 5 days.
No doubt lots of former players and current players will be kind of reminiscing about their favourite moments with Phillip. What's your fondest memory of Phillip Hughes?
Oh, I mean, I didn't play too much Test cricket with him. I played a few different other games with him, but I guess the one for me, and it's been played a bit over the last few days, is when he made those 200s in South Africa. He sort of announced himself, I guess, on the world stage. He made it against a very, very good attack and a very, very good side, and the way he did it and the emotion that he showed when he did it, and he loved playing for Australia. That's what he's was born to do, I guess, was to bat and do exactly what he did that day. So that was probably my fondest memory. But he was always a guy that was always smiling and just loved, as I said, loved wearing the baggy green. That's what he lived for.
Well, it's great there'll be another tribute to him at this game. Can we talk day-night? What are your thoughts about Test cricket moving, into a very untraditional realm of playing under lights?
Yeah, that's probably my thing. It's untraditional. I'm probably more the traditionalist. So I'd love for Test cricket to stay as it is during the day, but we're moving with the times, I guess.
Is it about TV rights or about getting fans in at night? What are you reading here?
A bit of both. I think TV. It is proven that the time that the cricket's going to be on tomorrow. For instance, when the Test match is in on Perth on the Eastern Seaboard, it's probably one of the most watched things on those nights or during that period. So it's definitely proven that that time on TV. People watch, but also, bringing people into the gates, especially in Adelaide here. It's in the city. A lot of people I've spoken to finish work or school even around the city and then coming in. So for those reasons, it's obviously very, very good. I think, as players, we want to keep the game as it is, but, we are struggling. The Test cricket is struggling, unfortunately, with numbers at times. We've seen, obviously, this summer at the Gabba and even in Perth, there's a change there. I think boys are a bit reluctant when 2020 came in, and that's gone off. So, the guys are a bit more open-minded to it, I guess, now than they were probably when it was being discussed. What about 4 days tests? How do you feel about the proposal that you have a 4-day test? Yeah, again, I hope that doesn't happen. I mean, that's why, Test cricket is hard work, and you get to those days when the fifth day when usually more times than not this day and age that the result does happen on the fifth day. There have been obviously lately a few games finishing a little bit quicker than that, but that's the hard work. You play 4 days and you set up a big last day and you come out, especially as a bowler, you come out and try and bowl your country to victory. That's the best feeling in the world. So, look, I hope it stays 5 days. But again, things seem to be, in the mix of a change, so that might have to happen.
I must admit, I always thought 5 days was too short. I've always lobbied for the 50-day test. Bring it on. I'm more traditionalist than you, Rhyn.
Ryan Harris.
Bring back the big beards that they all had in the 20s.
Yeah.
Beards in the 20s. Those massive beards.
When Ned Kelly was playing cricket. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Probably
I
wasn't
just got
the
the
20s.
reference.
It was probably the 19th century.
It was about a century ago. Ryan Harris, best of luck for tomorrow, mate, and thanks very much for your time for speaking about, obviously, the Adelaide Test and, of course, about Phillip Hughes. Good on you, mate.
Yeah, no worries, guys. Thank you.
Cheers.
You're listening